Riddim up with my Oslo.
You know we go.
Riddim every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Let me say that. Walk you walk. You right.
Where them call down pan them. Rifle shot a blam them.
Okay, good morning each and everybody. Here is the Riddim Up. Welcome back from that commercial break. And before that, we also had a show that came straight off one of, that's the gospel moment. That's for you guys who were actually praying at home. I hope you enjoyed the session right here with Gavas Edoku. And of course, taking all the way through. But today, on the Riddim Up, it's yet another session. And we are yet to have a lot of stuff to talk about here. So the best is keep your dial right on 102 and don't you even dare touch it. In the studios with me, I have Mr.
Don Kenneth Kagezi.
And also I have Mr.
Georgie himself right here.
Georgie himself. Okay, nonetheless, we are going to be, having a beautiful show today. So for now, great music, but then we shall be right back with lots of stuff to discuss. Don't you just touch your dial? Let's go straight and listen to a song by Chronic Law, and this one is called One Talk. Some of these songs actually do well in Jamaica, but don't do very, very well in Uganda. Like for instance, a song like One Talk was actually number 3 on the top Jamaican hit list.
Chart,
hit list.
Billboard.
Yeah. And but in Uganda, only a few people know about this track. So the best is we're just going to go with, since in our program we play a lot of Jamaican music, inspired by Jamaicans. It may necessarily be Ugandan music as well, or Tanzanian, or Kenyan music, or what. As long as it's Riddim music, but Jamaicans are the ones that inspire this type of music, starting from Bob Marley. Even Lucky Dube was actually inspired by Bob Marley. So all the inspiration seems to have come from Jamaica.
Yeah, the Caribbean land.
The small island right there.
Yeah, well, it's a kind of itself the 1st of December, as usual,
Yes.
So it's gonna be a hot Riddim Up here.
And, chemical,
Yes.
You know that we have a Caribbean in UV. Someone is seated at the swamp and he says,
friend, you are look to him. He will never ever leave you because you think everything cool. Show me look polite. Nothing no good, nothing done right though. Don't watch the look on my face. So when you feel like stuck, just don't give up. You have a life, so just go and look up. Jah Lord knows the look on my face. So while I smile, my heart cries. No one knows the pain I feel inside. Please don't watch the look on my face. No, even though I smile, it is only for a while. Tears could fill the river Nile, but I keep my troubles underneath my pride. Yes, I'm gonna smile, though it's only for a while. Till my worries subside, I will sweep my troubles underneath my pride. Tell me there, Jah won't leave you for an inch. Anything you want, just call on him. I say, tell me there, friend, you want look to him. He will never leave you to the thick of it.
Beautiful sounds of Chris Martin. There you go, Deja Vu. Look on my face, playing for you right here on Mama Bukedea Radio, the voice of the East. All right, there you go. Right quickly, I think we should talk about something here interesting. Hey, Mr. Kenneth.
Kenneth the Don.
Kenneth the Don.
Yeah.
How was your morning today?
My dear, the morning has been chilly.
Okay.
Quite interesting.
Yes.
Because I woke up and I felt that morning breathe. Yeah.
Did you participate yourself into a prayer this morning?
Actually, I prayed during my night dreams.
Wow. Very interesting. Kemy, Riddim, man.
Yes.
It's a beautiful sound of itself. It's a Riddim Up show here on 102.1 Mama Bukedea Radio, the voice of the East. Taking through us, we are on the countdown of days into Christmas. You know Christmas?
Yes.
We're gonna talk about issues of, design, how you feel like being on the day. And then Don here is very sad. I see the guy is smiling seriously and he's on a black dress. Kemy, the man, the same issue. You guys, did you agree to put on black today? Oh,
my dear. I'm seeing Georgie here. And actually is dressed in what we call tiles.
Exactly.
Those squares, we always call them tiles.
The squared shirt.
Yeah, the guy is smartly dressed in his tiles.
Wow.
And is killing the Sunday here.
The Sunday is awesome. He's looking very much designed on this beautiful Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go in for listen to a song by Kofi that's called Rapture. Then when we get back, we're going to be talking about fashion trends right here on the Riddim Up. And Rapture is one of the songs that was actually also on Jamaica's top 20. Yeah, and it actually did number 2. Rapture actually got into number 1 in Jamaica.
Oh, that's great. That means it's been a trending hit.
Yes, in Jamaica. Except in Uganda, it's actually beginning to hit. You see, the kind of music that we like here is slightly different from the kind of music that they like there. Yeah.
Why do you think some music that trends in Niger Jamaica takes quite a long time to reach here, Uganda?
I think it's how popular the music gets to become. Because Jamaica, it's easier for them to, popularize their own music in their own country. Yeah, but popularizing it internationally, I think it's quite expensive and it takes a little bit of time.
Okay.
Yeah, by the power of internet and money. And so...
Should we talk about the Wagwan men, the language? The Upatwa.
Basically, when you look at their music interlude, ours is just trying to trim up. But the best remains these guys of Jamaica started music industry a long time, and that's why you see their music at least reaches us in a very faster speed.
Yes.
Nevertheless, at least our boys also in Teso are trying their best.
Actually,
take a look of those of Viper, the Yonachan Lees, those of the Fox, Shag Fox. They're doing well. And their music is a bit talenting and is giving a message to the community, so it educates their music as well. So let's not forget them. Still shall be with them right away here and read them up.
George,
Yo.
There's something funny that made me laugh.
What is that?
Can you imagine watching Jesus' movie in Jamaican language?
Yes.
Jesus was like, Wagwan man.
That's why you see we have come up with some people who can try to break down the Jamaican language into our local language. Those ones who translate it. When you take a look on the movies that people watch today's era in Uganda, let me say Teso. We have the translated movies in our language. So that is the way to go now. And that's why
the gospel has got to Jamaica.
Actually, if we talk about, it's good you brought it up, movie translation.
Yes.
The way we do movie translation here in Uganda is still a little not very developed. I think Ugandans are actually still not so far ahead in movie translation because the aspect of translating a movie Rapture by Rapture, and Kofi is actually a lady. She sounds more like a man, but she's one of these beautiful Jamaican girls who's got that talent to sing Jamaican dancehall music. Apparently Kofi, Buju Banton, they share a highly anticipated Pressure remix, and they've done a video already together. Fans have been waiting patiently for Kofi and Buju Banton to drop the visual, that's in Jamaica, for their new collaboration, and it's finally done, and it's actually on online. You can actually go to YouTube and you'll be able to find it there and listen to the new remix right there. And it's of course urban islands. That's what we're talking about. Jamaica is an island. Previously reported that the two dancehall greats shot the video in Jamaica around the same time. That's they also dropped off the song last month, and that's around last month. So the song tackled social, justice and human suffering happenings this year around the world, and of course the visual chronicled, and of course the heartbreaking scenes perfectly. All, of course, while motivating us to, giving hope that is that will overcome. What we're talking about here is the pandemic. All right, let's just go in briefly for our fashion trends on the Riddim Up.
Fashion trends on the Riddim Up.
All right, today on our fashion trends, Mr. Don Kagezi will introduce.
I'm right here to bring to you the fashion trends of the year.
Exactly.
So today we're talking about Kampala's finest and favorite fashionist. And actually, this guy is owing himself the company of Kai's Divoy collection. His name is Kaijuka Abasi.
Kaijuka.
Yeah. This guy is doing well in Kampala and the East African community as a whole.
Yes.
And is the most selling outfit designer up to now as I'm talking. So this guy has featured in very many fashion shows and he has got himself a lot of awards. We see that he has appeared in the Bride and Groom magazines for 3 editions. Man, that's not easy.
Wow.
Because that's the most selling magazine here in Uganda. Bride and Groom. He has featured in the Buzz magazine.
Yes.
Channel 8 magazines. And let me tell you this. This guy is the fashion designer of the year 2019.
Exactly. There we go.
He was standing on the same platform representing the Pearl of Africa in Nigeria. Yeah, he represented the Pearl of Africa in Nigeria, where he took that award. And the Nigerians has to say, Baba, this Ugandan guy, Uganda's got a lot of talent.
Exactly.
So he's the guy behind Winnie Nwagi's dress codes. You guys,
okay.
Yeah, who watch? If you watched that video of Winnie Nwagi and Vinka, the song was Amaso.
Yes.
You saw those red outfits.
Yes.
They were 2 bright shining stars, and he's the guy who designed that. If you watch, Rema Namakula.
Yes.
How many of you actually? I know some people watched Rema's introduction with the doctor.
I didn't know that you also engaged with that.
So the wedding between, the introduction between Rema and the doctor.
Yes.
You saw that dress that caught everyone's attention that Rema was dressed in. For the history ever here, have you ever seen a dress with disco lights?
Not really.
Oh my God! The last one I remember seeing in a video was Michael Jackson walking on a floor that every tile would step.
Now, those who congregate in a religious faith,
yes.
Since those days were coming to Easter times, they always cherish the purple color.
The purple color.
The purple color.
Yeah.
Wow.
So his design was matching with the days that were by then we were moving to Easter times. So it was purple with disco lights portraying all colors.
Why is it that chemical? Why is it that most of the people who part around like in the parties, majorly, I see them always putting on purple dresses, pink dresses. Could you be having some idea about that? What could be the cause of having that?
For me,
why not putting on black? Why not putting on any other ordinary color?
For
me, I think those colors actually reflect brightly under the light, because for most parties, you realize the kind of light that they use there are lights that are meant to reflect back off a bright cloth.
Okay.
Yeah, like those purple lights, the perfectly white lights, and also the blue lights.
Yes.
And then you have some red lights. So if you're actually putting on red and you have a red light reflecting back at your cloth, there is a way it's going to appear very bright.
No, it disturbed my brain because today I got an invitation of someone's birthday and the dress code was put on black and white. I was like, what is it? Oh my god!
Yeah. So talking about Kaijuka Abbas still.
Yes.
He says it draws his inspiration from the glimpse of the Hollywood. Actually, Hollywood is let me call it the mother of the cinema industry.
Exactly.
So he says it draws his inspiration from there. And besides that, he's telling you that at least, yeah? Mike, are you getting me?
Yes.
That at least every woman should have a black shoe, man.
At least every woman.
At least every woman
should have a black shoe.
Yeah. A black dress.
Yes.
And at least a black handbag, man.
What does it signify, really? Assuming your husband, your wife asks you like, oh, Don, buy for me a black shoe. What does it mean?
Chemical, what do you know about black?
Let me see. What do I know about black?
Yeah. George.
Okay. I think being a man, let me say.
Yeah.
Most of the people, most of the gentlemen admire to put on black dresses, like black trousers.
Yes.
On my understanding,
Yes.
It matches all colors of the shirts.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
If you put on a black shoe, black trouser, you look decent.
Mind you,
as you always see me.
One thing I know about black is you actually look smart when you put on a black shirt or a black trouser, or you put on a black shoe. You actually always appear very smart and gentle, actually.
Actually, one day I came here to read your number. I was dressed in black and someone was asking me whether I was mourning who.
One time I put black color behind an image I was designing.
Yeah.
And then the person who was responsible for the image asked me a very rude question.
Hi.
Why do you put black? Is anybody mourning? So I didn't intend for anybody to mourn, but I didn't put black because anybody was mourning.
It was the code of the day.
I mean,
but you don't take people to do that. Like, you have to put on a black dress, though you now accept to be dirty. No, you not be proper.
Yeah. So Abbas still says that whereas you have talent, but when you don't have teamwork, of course, your talent will not be visible.
Yes.
So he says talent is a game, but teamwork wins championship.
Wow.
Yes.
I basically wanted Kemy to add something on that. Or he just joked at Atalanta Con. Oma mwezi kikina.
Simply to explain part of that, when it comes to I don't know which side I should base. Maybe let me try and base on the line of music. Because music is a little bit easier. Yeah. So and it's a bit self-explanatory. Let's just look at it in this way. An artist who makes music on his own, without a team behind to manage and control his music, usually they take a long time to become popular, or possibly even if they get popular, they don't make any money at all. It's only in small circumstances, rarely, that they are called for shows here and there. But a musician such as Winnie Nwaji, who has the whole of Swang's Avenue behind her,
Lex of
Vinca, who has the entire Swang's Avenue, which is a team, a very strong team, headed by Benon, behind her. Every single song that comes out just today, within less than a week's time, it's already popular countrywide.
Exactly.
Yes, because the team knows exactly what they're doing. Now, you're not going to compare that artist with somebody who's back at home with no money, struggling on their own, trying to make some money on their own and go to the studio and record a song and then pay 50,000, and then the producer doesn't even take proper concentration on the beat, on the song, and how they are mixing and mastering, compared to Vinca, who is going to have A&R, they call it artist and repertoire, a representative who's going to monitor the entire production of the song from start to finish, and make sure that what actually is going to be accepted by our team is actually a very perfect piece.
Well, Kemy, when you look at issues of teamwork as to pursue our career as well, there are artists you'll be having ability to sing, and someone comes in to put support on you, like, okay, let me be your manager. There are those ones, instead of managing you proper, they always manage you inside of finances. So I think that is kind of some of the challenges our artists in Teso are facing too.
And to be
maybe you have to
be
when
realistic,
you're managing me, at least manage everything.
To be realistic, there's nobody who's going to spend a lot of their time on you, yet there are no benefits.
And actually, what you're talking about, what Kemy has said, is what we used to call the gospel truth.
Yes.
Where it comes out to explain that no man is an island.
No man is an island.
You can't be your own manager at the same time you are the musician.
Yes.
You want to move and book shows. No, that's out.
Yes, that's out. So you need an experienced team that actually knows exactly what they are doing, and they're working hard towards it. They love what they're doing, and they are actually helping you push your career forward. That's the main point.
So the advice this guy gives us, all those who want to be fashion designers, he actually says, make sure that you stay true to yourself. Don't copy. Issues of copycat. No.
You copy and paste.
Yeah. Be true to yourself, and your thing will catch up.
Exactly. Yeah. So being true to yourself, that I think that's true.
Yeah.
It's just accepting exactly that you're this and this is what you can do, and yes, it's just about accepting that you're this, you have this talent, and then you start working towards it. Yeah, and basically there you grow. Yeah, that's awesome for fashion right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you talked about shoes earlier.
Yeah.
You talked about shoes.
Yeah.
There are shoes worn over pants. Okay, let me just explain a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether you are walking to, you could be, this kind of shoes, you could be walking to an office or having, a branch off with friends,
Yeah.
where, you guys are hanging, and then you say, let's first pass by here and, check out this place. So you can wrap a pair of, strappy heels around, and this for ladies. The ankle of your pants, jeans, or slacks, and then complete the look with a matching jacket, coat, or an off-the-shoulder blouse.
Yeah,
you get it. So this is a refreshing take on a classic style that is sure to turn heads up.
Yeah.
There are this type of shoes that they are very light. They only have strings holding the foot from down, but then those strings extend to the top of the leg.
Those shoes you're talking about, are they for ladies?
They are for ladies.
For both of us.
They are for ladies. These are for ladies. Men do not wear shoes with such strings that extend to the top of the leg, and Okay.
So I have a question here.
Yes.
for you people.
Yes.
Should dress code vary according to age? Should you dress according to your age?
Yeah, I think, to some point. Okay. Because I'm not seeing a young girl putting on a gomasi.
Seriously, cannot be decent. But there is an age bracket that people have failed to understand exactly which category do I belong. If you look at the people 35 to 40 years, those are still find someone is putting on kajin when you're a gentleman, and he looks very smart. Even those let me say those old mamas of ours who are learned, they can put on those jeans and they look decent.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a very good question. I'll pose it on the public and see.
Now let me tell you, it will be fine if a young man like me comes out from my room and I'm dressed in a kanzu. They will think maybe I'm attending some introduction ceremony somewhere.
Yes.
But if a mzee who is worthy to be my father of 50 years plus comes out smartly decent in a damage, what will come to your mind?
That one gives a bad effect to your grandchildren. By the fact that a ground park puts on a damaged jeans. Really, so Georgia,
I believe I cherish the idea that that dress code vary with age.
Yes. So let's get some views from the listeners. Please call us on 0785. That's 251992 or 0752 467 541. I can imagine Grandpa putting on a damaged jean, and that, and is bouncing on the streets. You see, there's a word we used to use in Swahili back then. Mzee kijana.
Or else Arabot amojongo na kwanga kuno anapa kineming skirt.
Ara ibore ne bakebe legging.
So kwana bia iteji busa kendi tutumona pete bia okarubani tunokarubani. Ipolo kodo napa damage jeans. Araibo napa tipolo ikanzus.
Issues of
napa leggings. Araibo napa gomazes.
Issues of fitting. Fitting has its age bracket actually.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't tell me that you tighten all these muscles of yours in the fitting and you'll be moving out when the bones are just crackling. Quack, 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 quack.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So damaged jean. And Grandpa is actually wearing it. To me, that would be something that would appear in the news. Okay. Hello. Yoganoi. Hi, Bonin. Ngay Kiror. Anyipa Koliri.
Okay. Loko ni kwa kitunga kangu ne. Okay. Wale bera nende munara jaku.
Munara so. Hello. He wasn't talking. Hello. Yes.
Mama Bukedea ready.
Mama Bukedea.
Okay. Yala manoi kamunyumbi.
Yala manoi. Okay. Hello. He's not talking. Okay.
Still praying.
Yeah, he's still praying. Let's take this one. Hello. Yes. Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well.
Thank you. This is Oliver Bulambuli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send the regards to all the people who are in the studio with you.
Yes.
That is really, the show is very nice.
Okay.
And today they have given you my company, so you should feel happy.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, according to me,
Yes.
I think when someone reaches above 35, you should now change the way of dressing. If you know you're a man, you can now start putting on candles. If you start with a candle, you also buy a coat. These are the clothes which they can say that which people can afford you respect. Because if you continue putting on this
trousers,
people will not have respect for you. Whenever they see you, they start backbiting. Then when you come to on the side of ladies, for us the ladies will grow old very fast. The moment you reach the age of 30, now change your code of dressing. Dress now like a very grown-up person who really understands, and by that age, you are now thinking that you may be having even in-laws. You are about to get in-laws when you reach that age. So at least if you are to put on mini skirt below 30,
Okay.
Then above that you can now put on these other, at least longer clothes.
Yes.
To down if you don't have a woman.
Okay.
And that is according to me. Because you know, only Michael.
Yes.
And I can't tell my one baby being old. Who are sorry that I'm old? Because you just correct one by Polo. Yes, actually, because you're repeating on that. This is during aging money. And I think that's when I respect. That's what you do at your meeting.
Yeah.
If you let afford yourself respect first, you don't want to write like you get respect.
Yeah.
Eva.
Yalamanoi, Oliver. All right, enjoy the show. Okay, let's take last but not least. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, move away from your radio.
Hello?
Hello.
When you go to radio mode. Yeah, watch out.
Nothing when I joke and nothing when I'm going to put it that I con down.
Okwadi.
Okwadi. He has gone.
Akiro Okwadi. Eba Okwadi arinaje pulonja na peda damage. Okay, let's take up this last caller and we get back to our talk. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yo, ganoi Michael.
Yo, etam teacher be able. Ngaibo. Aibo nom tori.
Yes, Jodong.
Okay. Yalamanoi.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo ganoi.
Yeah, what is?
Yo kuna ngainera.
Inera si joka de jaka to pedo ni akona.
Yes opedo.
Ngobono wika balong bone be joke chor to ngana pena pela joka. Ijo de polo no na pavera jo di gwene ni tere joda wone be yo ni tere joda kwa pe polo.
Eva.
Mere woje polo na lo sebe na pe gwela kita kone jare ribore nero no noi. E gweli te joda be la kara jara kon.
Kata ni ngone gwete.
Ya?
Anje igwe ngone buza kiti polo kana piti.
E gwela lala ne se busan kiti polo. Ola le gwe joda material joda mere be polo ndalo sa kwicha kine gwelo le dedengi.
Kwichi.
Todo le kwichi dodo jile ke rumi tema meri bore na jok.
Okay.
E kore chama kine tunga na pela jok kana na pare tunga na pele la.
Yala manoi.
Hello.
Yo
ganoi.
Ejo kuna yoga beresi.
Evo.
Mugisha
muntu. Aibonen. Kachumbala. Evo.
Ejo yoga berejo kodikana chana ngunare kasa.
Evo.
Ewoto nendera krolu kamanara ramaka na piti gwenelu eroka rebolo editing ara minero ni kamanara poloko.
Kere. Erai kwana ibaloni be poloko biai polne bustur kesa enap. Kede polne bustur idwe isapa daima.
Moto muko pana pakiolo. Neba kaskile modernization.
Modernization.
Don't come arebo manga jine poloko ne jari Uganda na lolara kwapuna. Nari borene teyongo. Idwe nesi opoto geutu alusta inu the theater sitting unge kapani. Apolo ke be dumuni jomoyi ite e polo ni ke koko iriunite pale o paskora muro.
Devo.
Apolo ke bite koko araite polo ni be koke pe ni bale buskite kwelo.
Devo.
Deja une polo ndao momo be nyobera na pitorongo egwele perato lo mikina pisari. Apolo ke be polo ndao momo be engoda fitinga ber kape bakar fitinga kwa na kwa.
Ora una do pako.
Unare mabe pata na jo ana pidegele rai apisare retunga ite
Kako le bakare de bell bottoms.
Engone pale.
Engon.
Ngon. Bakti na muro sare na tuma ake jungi. So kana don't come na ja si polo kolu kana kapengo de poloni. Mama ngakoto ai lote kula morasite kwa pone pale.
Evo.
Lisibere orasite. Ngena disere bere sala kini moti no ya pia muro sani.
Evo.
Polo ke be oto ngoda fitting akine ka pale ite kula marasa kwa pona slip anaka.
Muntu.
Yala muntu. Mr. Mugisha Muntu.
Bale mama kuna alwate kula morasta hii.
Kwap. Bell bottom ngon. Pale ngon le lalo kwap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pick this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yoni Michael Borek Poli.
Yes.
Ogasom.
Yoga.
Michael.
Evo.
Wanyi toriya bero ara mojo ngone mojo ngesi.
Ha, wanyi to.
Ojasi wote.
Yeah.
Media kitakulina nyamare. Esito siwo so ngono. So isida bana pa kita fitting.
Evo.
Ai kini chimari te batta satan. Akara kina ngaputi borangi.
Ona para tikwa na bie.
Ona para balati e pokoti. Ari geni e pokoti.
Yeah.
Ona para di na pika sa gomi seloti.
Le.
Jora asubidi wale ko kutta. Ito ru meraja polo.
Merejora angapite kwilwe riditosi.
Ari di to ko no chapre.
Dobo very polo na penda medi jeans. Kwa kina itingundu.
Polo ko kunya ka ta ngala di arai ko apu gana jo mere. Dora ojoke polo na jo apu gana seki. Ara sa preje itia jo erono.
Dobo ni sa pale urusete anyakari pala tu be fitting. Bia itijo.
Ino ni sa pale ko de le pu amete ka de kala. Ai jene de. Ido be jibora na masene awata mo ka de askwesi.
Ya.
Ido mu yo jonu ma ko bore kalo. Am ji do munena na ta fitting na fa muda.
Ona para kwa na bia hii.
Ona para de ba ko kidinyani abol goto. So ina lala na kwa punyesa joko na. Sera jodi nga.
Okay.
Air conditioning.
Sera ja ajilo ngere pero sa yang ina kita jadi.
Yala mano bore.
Yala mano. So let's take the last one here. Hello.
Yo paparan.
Yoga.
Ka kirori amani dustela papa.
Okay.
Ngam nere ngabongore neji duwe ubidi. Munari to ni soda angora no pokor. Angora da berna tie pero na tigwe bale ko to da lo kwen.
Eva.
To de ready le jane ja fe cheni na to sigwene ne o jaka eri le no kuju.
Inyo bere ya ni borengi.
Mamu DJ. Nara eche sawa esiti banara ngoro ama utudo etemari balabe mame kilo kitako to kinengo nara na tinge belo oji konye dane jaso na te koni kwele oja le buso isu bige kilo kilo.
Okay.
Kadi duwe
Eba.
amuna si duwe juden na pela ronon. Ndo pake ine peni.
Yala mano.
Yala mano.
Akona ko barber.
Aso. Yes, hello.
Kotengo.
Ingajo.
Na tiji mukisa muntu. Arang na chore sa na ni atakini do itunga na pela ronon.
Eba.
Kaya na kitbe ejana kile kulamu. Mamu se kone kulama ya nasa to na silipa.
Eba.
Ikutu ngesi boye ti tungo sisi ngesa rego. Mamu rengo na chore sa na mamu boss.
Inga bere kama jilu more kiror kon bel.
Ekro ka? Nyare jomo polo tomate ne japa so elo si wana dudura papa. Mamu lere chorna na bei.
Martin, unapata kwa nini tungabie?
Kama ke?
Unapata kwa nini tungabie?
Unapata bia.
Ije na itunga na pelo sek. Ikeja parasha munu ama muti polo kolo na pese kwene mule baki kaso nungulo. Wanyu tutoresi. Do kwa ni sera munu bon. Oja jode kwa mlelo manarla bei. Bel bottom singun. Oja joda ni yenar. Iya ngata tarajur. Nare irna kiti julo ngululu dijolo mete kwa makwana kuni. Ema jo idumuni ya dekada. Yala menkunoi.
Yala
kumangere jor ebuni asisi unotoma jala na kije kula muwe. Yala manoi.
Yala manoi. So I actually liked the point that I think it's two gentlemen who have brought the point of wearing bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms, yeah.
Back in the days, people used to put on,
that
those
in the early 90s.
In the early 90s, I think in the 80s, and
80s.
also in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think even in the 70s.
Yeah.
I think that's when bell bottoms were introduced, if I'm not mistaken.
But when you look at putting on a bell bottom,
Yes.
even when you go to these people who make for us these trousers, the world is full of economics now. Instead of giving you a material that can two people benefit from, they at least cut to make two people to
around, and the bell bottom would swing while following the dance around.
Actually, if you have to watch videos of these guys of Bonnet M,
Yes.
those guys who sing for us those Christmas hymns.
Yes.
Those trousers and the dress code is clearly portrayed in their videos.
Yes.
And then those later videos, those videos of Michael Jackson before he transformed from black to
White. Yes.
Those videos have that dress code.
And he would dance and kick around, and the bell bottom flies as he's kicking around.
Even there's a point they picked
Yes.
from one of the caller talking of technology.
Yes.
Technology. Because right now, most of our people are exposed via various websites, internet, and the like. So
Yes.
We adopt the lifestyle from outside countries, and we need to introduce, and that's why we are facing these challenges. Remember, if it's recalled back, how our Emormor, the dress code of Eteso, seriously, if you make a research right now, it's not like the way it used to be.
Yes.
How we do it now is different totally. So how I wish people can adopt back on our culture. Maybe here we need to engage a lot of our cultural leaders, at least to sensitize people about that, because now it is quite alarming and crying outside there.
Actually, having talked about technology, I think we need to discuss that. I think the best is, let's first go for a short commercial break, and then when we come back, let's talk about that technology, culture, and lifestyle, and how it all affects that.
Okay, please.
All right. Still locked on to 102.1 Bukedea Radio. Don't you touch your dial. This is the voice of the East. So we're there, just playing for us at 11:56 exactly. And of course, that's a few minutes to the top of the hour. Okay. At this juncture, we are going to talk about culture, lifestyle, and how technology actually affects it. Right there. That's what we had started on earlier on. Yeah. So, George, you are trying to bring up something on how technology is actually affecting tradition.
Tradition, seriously. When you looked at, let me take Iteso.
Yes.
Iteso generally. Let's take it as our learning scale. We used to put on the backclothes dressings.
Yes.
And now we have elevated into clothing. So our backclothes that we used to put on by then were made out of I can call it the skin of the tree.
Yes.
The skin of the tree.
The back.
Yes. The back of the tree, the skin of the tree.
Whatever it is.
So, and we used to put these clothes made out of
I think
skin of the animals.
Yes.
And people used to be very
decent. I think that tree is called the ebongut.
Ebongut. Napenda tungu kusoma take the ebongut. Kwenye kwa ni wanjo technology has come in. Dun kwanje ngentu ngene kirebe kotengo jean ngona kotengo polyester ngona kotengo khaki ngona. So when you look at this trend, it has really changed our lifestyle.
Actually,
and people used to be very smart when they put on those clothes made out of the skin. Kwenye kirebo boko pana bongo so achamna yana bebe. This is a leather belt. Somata na geremu kule.
Yes.
They go for the belt. They know that they have just modified it.
Yes. There's this dress code of a kanzu, white kanzus. How does that come in? Because at some point, I see Muslim religious people wearing white kanzus, but I also see Baganda in their, in those events, ceremonies, such as marriage ceremonies, wearing white kanzus. So I don't know how the white kanzus actually come in.
Actually, let me take you back away in history. For those who were in history class,
yes,
we used to talk about the coming of the Arabs,
Yes.
and how they used to exchange with the Mutesas. What? Now, talking about the kanzus,
barter trade system.
The barter trade system.
Yes.
Give me this and I give you this.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when that dress code came of the kanzus, it was actually an advance